It's a humanitarian crisis. Millions of people are struggling, suffering in Puerto Rico. Hurricane Maria left the island in ruins, and right now, 97% of the island is without power, and nearly half of Puerto Rico's 3.4 million people do not have running water.
Now that the airport is reopened, people are mobilizing to help, and one local charity went to Puerto Rico to bring some people in desperate need back to Florida. News Channel 5's Alex Hagan is the first local reporter to go to Puerto Rico, and he joins us now with a story you will see only on 5. Alex?
Well, Michael, the goal of Eagle's Wings Foundation is to bring supplies, but also go to Puerto Rico and bring vulnerable people who are suffering back here to the United States. I traveled with the team doing just that, among them a man for which the mission was personal.
We're just basically going out there to do what we need to do.
For this Hawker 800 and the people on board,
take all hands on deck.
There's one mission and one mission only.
You do what needs to get done.
Fly to San Juan and help as many people as they can.
Nervous about this. There's a lot of apprehension.
On board is Tom Kaiser, a former nurse from Chicago.
Any medical treatment.
He's been in touch with his mother and sister-in-law in San Juan.
They're starting to become fearful of staying there.
His mission, along with these 3 other men with On Eagle's Wings Foundation, rescue them.
Becoming more difficult. They're nervous. They're getting more frightened.
As we arrived in Puerto Rico,
The Port Authority here.
damage visible from the air.
Past those warehouses where the old city is.
Driving the streets of San Juan,
This is just going to be a huge logistics challenge.
you can see the damage, the desperation.
Those vulnerable that are served last, that's the issue.
Finally, after 3.5 hours, we arrived at our destination.
I'm at the Ejida del Medico here in San Juan. This is a retirement community, and this is what crews have been doing. They've been coming to places like this and extracting people, taking them back to the States.
This one was something unique.
Carmen Gomez was this crew's target.
Monster, it's a monster that was there. Nobody could imagine something like that.
Struggling in this care facility, not even able to take an elevator up to her room.
Food, water, gas, work.
Quickly, Carmen says goodbye to her friends and gets back on this Hawker 800. She joined several others on this plane back to West Palm Beach. When they arrived, a crowd was there to welcome them.
Show that we're here for them.
Their home
Don't work.
now, Tom reflects.
The emotional and the human tragedy is just absolutely, stares you in the face.
Breathes a sigh of relief. His family now safe.
The goal was there. We rescued these people from a terrible situation, and that's what this was all
I
about.
don't imagine that.
Carmen is stateside, but her mind still back home.
I hope that we will never have something like that.
Wondering what's next for her native land. The millions of people still there.
And we always recuperate. We always do it.
This rescue was made possible thanks to a large donation from the law firm Cersei Denny. Now, Tom is taking his mother-in-law to her son in Providence, Rhode Island, where he is a doctor and can take care of her. It's unclear how long Carmen will stay there, and it seems like it's probably going to be days, weeks, months until she can, and for the others they rescue, back to Puerto Rico.
Alex, thank you, first of all, for your firsthand assessment of what's going on down there. Angels of Mercy that you profiled. Above and beyond that, people write Kelly, me, every day saying the need for help is so great. Beyond the group you were with, are you seeing the surge really beginning, the understanding that this has to be a national, international effort, and are you seeing that on the ground?
Yeah, so I was at a smaller airport in San Juan, and we're going to touch on this at 6, but we kept seeing planes coming in, helicopters, and bringing that aid. It's just there's such an overwhelming need, though, and I was driving in San Juan, and you can see the lines of people, the faces, and I'm going to touch on that at 6, but yes, you're going to start seeing a lot more, and I just got word that there's going to be even more. The group that I was with, they're going to bring more planes down there to rescue even more people. So yes, you're going to see a lot more in the coming days.
Now, work like yours is a conduit for people who want to reach out and help. So thank you. We look forward to the report at 6.
Great job. Thanks, Alex.